guys, so today I am going to be doing my first ever manga haul. I'm actually pretty darn excited because I got a lot of really good manga and I plan to do more manga hauls in the future, especially now that I've been going kind of crazy and just picking up mangas left and right every other weekend or so. So yeah, let's get started. Oh man, I don't know where to start off. Okay, I guess I could start off with my first manga that I have already mentioned in my anime haul, my previous anime haul, and that is the 4th volume of Tokyo Ghoul. I decided to include it because it is, you know, my manga, my first one that I actually picked up. But yeah, it took me a while just to pick up a manga just because I tend to read them online and then after that I tend to forget where, you know, I left off for some reason. And I don't know, it's just, for some reason I feel so much better having the actual thing in my hand, so, and I feel like I read faster, and it's just so much better having the actual thing and being able to support it. So yeah, anyways, yeah, I got this beauty. I absolutely love the Tokyo Ghoul series, and I'm dying to get the 5th volume later on in February. It comes out, and yeah, I'm just really excited to get the 5th volume later on. The second manga that I got was Gangsta because this was one of my favorites, if you guys couldn't tell, in my top 5 anime of 2015. It was one of the best series that I have ever seen, so I decided to pick up the manga because I absolutely love the characters. I love Nick especially, and Warwick, just their story is just really interesting, and I really love this. This is something that I'm not really into, but like I said, the story was just so good and I just loved it. So I really want to know what happens, and yeah, so really excited to have this. The next manga that I got is called Kiss Him Not Me, and this one, oh my gosh, I fell in love with this one. I heard so many good things about this one, and it's so cute and funny. It's basically if any of you is a major otaku and loves a specific character or whatever, this is definitely something that you guys should read. This series is basically my life in a nutshell. So basically what this manga is about, it's just basically about a girl that was really overweight, and she's a big old otaku, and or fujoshi is what it says here, and she loses all the weight dramatically after she learns that one of her favorite characters dies, and after that all these boys just start falling all over her, and now she just can't choose, and they had to deal with her, you know, this little thing that she loves. And it's so hilarious. I loved it. I was pretty much dying reading this whole thing. It's very, very funny. I love it. You can really relate to the girl in this series, and it's just amazing. So definitely highly recommend this one for you guys to check out. So the next manga that I got is Gekkan Shoujo nozaki-kun, which in this English translation is called Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. And oh my god, this I just had to pick up because the anime only has one season and I absolutely loved it. I guess it's one of my favorites and it stays close to my heart because it was one of the first shoujo romances that I did watch, so that's why I absolutely love this one. It is just so funny and cute. I loved it. And my favorite character would definitely have to be Mikorin because he's just so amazing and cute and adorable, and I just love that character. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, so I just had to pick up the manga. The next manga that I got was the 9th volume of Attack on Titan. I have been putting off reading the manga for some reason, but I have read the previous chapters online, and I just stopped to where the anime left off from reading online and just picked up the actual thing finally, and this is basically where I left off in the 9th volume. And yeah, I'm just really excited to finally have this and see what's going on in the series, especially because who knows when we're gonna get the season 2. Season 2, I believe, is supposed to be out later this year, but again, there's really no official date or anything, so you know, we're all just sitting here waiting, and again, I'm like already dying to know what happens next. So again, this is why I picked up the volume of this one for Attack on Titan. So, because I am just like, again, I'm dying to know what happens next. The next volume that I got, oh my gosh, was one of my all-time favorite romances. I think it's like my #1 because I watched the anime for this one. It was like the first anime romance that I've ever watched, and it is Say I Love You. I love this series because it's so cheesy and it's so, I don't know, it's so cheesy and cliche, and I love that about it because it's just so cute and fluffy, and I just completely fell in love with it. So this is why it's like my #1 favorite. So I just had to go and pick up the manga and see what happens next, because again, most romance animes don't really have like a second season, and it's really rare for them to have a second season for some reason. So, which is why I picked up the manga, because I want to know what happens next. I want to see the relationship progress of Yamato and Maze. So yeah, the next manga that I picked up is Food Wars, which is probably not a surprise if you guys have watched my top 5 of 2015 video, which if you guys want to check that out, I'll put it in the description below. Food Wars, just, I fell in love with it, so again, I had to pick up the manga and see what happens next. I heard that there was going to be a season 2 for this, so if there is, definitely ready for it now. And I just, again, like I said, I just had to know what happens next because it was just so good. And what I love about the manga is that whenever one of the characters cooks something up, the recipe is in here, which is really cool. I thought that was really cool about the manga. You guys know how in the anime Soma was against Hayama in that food battle, and so Soma did like an omelet, right? So that omelet recipe is like literally in here, and I thought that was so cool because if you guys ever are curious to try that out, it's like there, and I thought that was just pretty neat. It's just really cool about that. And the last 2 volumes that I got is from one of the series that just came out. The anime just came out actually, and it is called Ajin. Ajin is just so good. Like, I cannot describe to you how good it is. The plot of this is just so good. The story is really, really good and interesting. And when I read the first volume, I was instantly hooked because it's really that good. It's just so interesting and really, really good. I just could not put it down. So yeah, these 2, I just had to pick up these 2, and it's just so good. I highly recommend the manga, especially because the anime, I know a lot of people don't really like the animation for it. So if you guys don't really like the animation for it, I highly recommend you guys go and pick up the manga and read it because the manga is just so good. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I picked up, and that's pretty much everything that I have for my first manga haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I just really can't wait to like pick up more mangas in the future, and I will be definitely doing more manga hauls in the future, so you'll be seeing a lot of that. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Like, amazing or great, or like the other sports animes that I felt like it was great. Compared to the other sports animes like Haikyuu and Free, it's not on that level.